Humanity imprisoning a Cetan. Bring it, Butch. This mother duck is so powerful he got canonized. Me hoping on Reddit. A female moderator for the Custodes subreddit has quit due to harassment. Weak aura. My captain has repeatedly ignored the tenets of the Codex Astartes, and he may be a corrupted traitor. I must sell him out to the Inquisition immediately. Strong aura. Duck it, Weeble. Duck it, Weeble. Duck it, Weeble. Duck it, Weeble. My lord, the Stormcast Eternals aren't fantasy space marines. By the Emperor of Man. What are you talking about? They are literally thunder warriors. The Lord of the Rings. Gollum review. This stealth adventure has its charms, despite a fractured identity. Warhammer 40,000. Space Marine to review. After a rip-roaring first impression, the long-awaited sequel quickly runs out of steam. Gollum won the argument. Khan after swinging his axe in the air, seeing how suddenly the axe is covered in blood and his dealt counter increased by 1. Visible confusion. Accidentally became important at work and it's ruining my life. I came with a request. Please don't post any memes that spoil the campaign of Space Marine 2. That's it. That's my request. You can tie me up and do whatever you want. Little Monkey. Commissar sir, I capture a Xenos. Did we beat the Primarch? That was a scout marine. The deadly harlequins and their hideous dance. We are doomed. Imperial Fist successors. I'm Adolf Hitler. Know the work rules. Appropriate. Sir, I disagree with your decision. Or, you're sweet. Inappropriate. Sir, I disagree with your decision. Hello, human resources? Stop giving me your toughest battles. You are my best soldier. Give me harder battles. What the duck? The Ultramarines are the only ones that won the Iron Cage. I agree with the clown. Jump packs in story mode. Jump packs in multiplayer. You filthy, disgusting human. What are you doing in the ruins of this craft world? It is already completely destroyed. The souls of its inhabitants consumed by she who thirst. Why do you doom this place even more with your presence? Oh, those are spirit stones? You and your brothers rescued them? Wow, thank you so much. We are truly grateful. As our honored guests, our ships will escort you safely from this system. But please, if there is anything you want, just say so. The absolute state of 40k. 1. Open Warhammer internet. 2. A custode. A woman who is shivering because it is very cold. A piece of his own cloak. You can't report him if you don't know his chapter. The Codex Astartes does not support this action. Titus, I need 6 men for this mission. Acheron. 3. Take it or leave it. Adeptus Mechanicus, so how big do you want this cannon to be? Imperium. Yes. Watercast reporting to an ethereal after giving a captured guardsman the first glass of transparent water of his life. It will probably be too hard to convert the Gula. Actually it was super easy, barely an inconvenience. What is brother doing? Helmets on. Helmets off. Custodes fans going to war over whether the most boring faction should include ladies in it or not. The Delt Guard is coming. We will destroy them with our fleets as soon as they pass through this portal. Day 1. Day 2. Day 817. Watcher got there. A point defense weapon. Brock Lesnar's daughter, Maya, set to play female Custodes Tirith in a live action series. Games Workshop. Here is the 5th Chaos God. Vashtor the Arcathane. Games Workshop. This is the 4th time in a row you've shown the 5th Chaos God. So GHR, now that you're a major Chaos God, what going to do now? I gonna betray everyone. I hated you from day 1 anyways. Guys, I'm still in honey jails. Guys? Go. Wow, that was so predictable. I didn't see that coming. I told you. I told you. I ducking told you, sack of me. Psychologist, the god of Warg isn't real. He can't hurt you. God of Warg. Nostramo needed to be ruled by fear. There was no other way. Chemus. Baal. Prospero. Kaiba. Nocturne. Macroc. Gilliman when leading the Imperium in 30k. Gilliman when leading the Imperium in 40k. Average Inquisitor commits 10 exterminatus a year. Factoid actually just statistical error. Average Inquisitor commits 0 exterminatus a year. Exterminatus Cryptman, who lives in a cave and commits over 10,000 exterminatus a day, is an outlier and should not have been counted. There is a new Space Marine character. Open the cannon gate. He's from a video game. Close the cannon gate. It's Titus. Open the cannon gate wide open. Literally any Xenos species the Imperium sees. Why don't the Elder just tell us about anything instead of being manipulative and vague behind the scenes? My sister and I, when we have to get the 1000 Sika flavored sandwiches for our father who orders every day. POV character. I had a dream about a nice old man and a gun. Most people. Warhammer fans. That's right. A girl joins the Imperium of Man. Well, that's super duper. Custodes. Heck, we already about 100 trillion women in the Imperium. Ultramarines getting shutted on by the entire fandom for over a decade. It would be really irresponsible to take the day off of work, call in sick, and play Space Marine 2 all day. Female-led relationship. Games Workshop has gone woke. People who don't know. People who know. The Custodes who knows. Yeah, so Custodes can't be women. Hey, what was the last unit you painted? My friend transitioned, but I found out he's naming himself Grammaticus. I want to be supportive, but ducking Grammaticus? Sorry, this post was removed by Reddit's spam filters. When the Tor player has god rolls and actually kills a few of my orc boys in close combat. Tie me up. Do what you want. Game breaking bugs, server stability issues, Space Marine 2 early access pre-orders. When long lost brothers start yapping about galaxy as mankind's birthright, the stars are ours for the taking in front of the 10/10th Sealdery baddies. You know we'll meet again, right? Yes. Let me get this straight. You think the Primarchs Invicta Tactical Warsuit is a great model? I do. And I'm tired of pretending it's not. Greetings, citizen of Imperium. 6 copies of Warhammer Space Marine please. Why is it, when something happens, it is always you three? I've been asking this question myself a lot, Chaplain. When a Chaos Sorcerer tries to mind control you, but you've already replaced that part of your brain with an RX 69 million graphics card, your malignant energies are useless. Emperor, I'm not a god. Why does everyone worship me? Also Emperor most of the time. I've got it. To defeat the Night Lords, we must fight them in the day. A snow day. Robot, what is the biggest treat to the Imperium at large? 4-day early unlock. Crashes. Broken DLSS. Bugs. Server problems. Can't launch game. Textures bugs. Epic Games Online. Invites you to his forge. Whoa, that's a lot of weapons. Insults you. Gives you a weapon as a gift. Refuses to elaborate. Tells you to leave. Hello Scout from Deep Rock Galactic. Hello Captain Aturan from Space Marine. When you're a Chaos Space Marine, your battle brothers outnumber and murder the Guardians of the Corpse Emperor. You think it's going to be an easy win, but suddenly one of them starts laughing, and his female companion speaks. They are not supposed to do that. Polls show women rank reading among most attractive hobbies. Me who's read all the Horus Heresy books. What can I say except you're welcome. Warhammer fans, when they have to play the game in 4K instead of 40K. When a scene is banned, players with that scene will have their scene removed. Sorry kid, the rules are the rules. What do you mean the codex doesn't support blowing up random planets? Mandaculindrus, a snow day. Games Workshop, why would we make minas about the Exodite Elder? No one would ever buy dinosaur riding space elves. Everyone else. Heimdall, oh, we both know that's not true. Mushroom learns to crawl after being given robot body. Do you want orcs? Because this is how you get orcs. 40k and fantasy fans having some great games released in recent years. Meanwhile Age of Sigmar fans. The poor soldat's responsible for casualty reports of his unit. Oh, I thought you were dead. Kane, for the 3rd time this week. My dealt was greatly exaggerated. You have betrayed your emperor. The Codex Astartes does not support this action. Actually it does. Codex Astartes names this maneuver Steel Rain. You wake up on September 9th. Space Marine 2 comes out today. You immediately go to download it. It's not available until noon. Me, who was never fond of the Imperial Guard, after playing Space Marine 2, I get it now. Me listening to an old Warhammer playlist, String Storm. Brothers, I seek assistance. Where in the throne's name can I watch the tithes? I'm Rogaldorn, the Praetorian of Terror. I'm Rogaldorn. P. Praetorian of Terror. The Primarch of. I'm Rogaldorn. Are you going to sleep? Yes I am. Now shut up. Sister of Battle Lydia, with Demon Beetlejuice, she controls using his true name. Warhammer Games original soundtrack. I like this. But this is brilliant. Why do women only like stupid chicks who treat them like shit? This is a zoanthrope. Dear God. There's more. No. You hate femstodes because they no make PP hard. I hate femstodes because still no conversion kit. We are not the same. The Codex Astartes does not approve of this action. Template. Deadpool. Nuns with Guns. Moira from Corvus Bella's Infinity. Sister of Battle by Killet. Sister of Mercy by Thomas de Crest. Bayonetta by Justin Paul. Tell me something. What setting isn't improved by Nuns with Guns? Books never stated that orcs can't be custodes. When the commissaris hears you complaining about your forearms after a workout. Waiter. More Cadians please. Men will literally just repeatedly recite the Iron Litany instead of going to therapy. From iron cometh strength. From strength cometh will. From will cometh faith. From faith cometh honor. From honor cometh I. This is the unbreakable litany. May it forever be so. Game drops on September 9th. Looks at date. September 9th. Fun fact. Gork personally laughed at the face of a human who thought he could be like an orc. Perpetual Energy Machine version 1.0. Resin users coming to tell me that FDM is terrible and Resin is totally better in every way. Solar powered loudspeaker. I use FDM for minis. Trapdoor. Gently inclined slope. Turbine. Spun by falling Resin users. Cushioned exit slide deposits Resin users safely at the base of the hill. Blood Angels fans who constantly meme that Khorne preferred them over the World Eaters. Realizing the Blood Angels don't have a con or a terror. Strongest armchair warrior. Weakest femstodes. James Earl Jones. 1931 to 2024. Me trying to get through the year. Jerton. What's going on in there? Atonement Jerry. Prompt. Look, if my gal queen looks like Henrietta, I don't want to be sane. Sigmar will understand. Witcher 3. Catherine O'Connor. Gravity Falls. Fesmes. What you see. What Sigmar sees. Result. There is nothing about this I understand. Space Marine to color customization. Chaos players. Loyalist players. Gilliman and the Great Crusade. Gilliman in the 42nd millennium. Warhammer 40,000. Space Marine. Review. A terrific third-person shooter with a compelling story, loads of weapons that are a blast to use, and a healthy variety of enemies to use them on. It once again borrows many of its ideas from the Gears of War series, but they are good ideas, and Space Marine 2 does a fine job of making them its own. You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. Oligarchs of Tranche. We are just going to let the mutants breed and reproduce like rabbits. That way we'll always have workers for our factories. After all, what's the worst that could happen? The most violent and bloody revolution in that sector. Titus being wheeled back into the battle barge after abandoning the mission. He's going to lower the difficulty. Those zoanthropes are no joke. Everyone says the Blood Angels are better than us, but we don't go around screaming Horus and drinking blood. Asmodee. What the Imperium see? What Zenith see? Gilliman during the Siege of Terror. I'm once again asking, have you received my ducking Vox message? Literally every red flag ever. Loves her anyway. Yeet. I miss Arkhan. Manfred invaded and the other Mortarchs refused to help. Have the old one's creation faded away from the galaxy yet? No. Then, duck off. Guys, I have a theory. Hate Super Earth, but love Arrowhead. Hate Game Workshop, but love Imperium. Welcome to Warhammer 40K, the setting where it gets whack, sad and badass, plus 300 plus books worth of lore. Slaps Hoodavix and DO. You see Bobby, this is how you sort shut out. Just maybe don't stand too close to it. It's a little spicy. And yes, Dad knows all about it. At one point you have this strike force visible in Space Marine 2, and to me, it looked a lot like a 2K point army list for the tabletop, so I double checked. It equals to 1945p without the Vitrix Guard, which is only available with Calgar that's 185p. So it very much could be one. When I was little, I dreamed of traveling and seeing the galaxy. Who knew you have to be more careful with your wishes and formulate them more clearly? What time should we release Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2? 5 PM. That a perfect time. Why not midnight like everyone else? Salamander chapters when they find a portal to Kamorag conveniently left open with the other end almost unguarded. Come with me and take this city. Salamander chapters after they eliminated Vect rivals then got turned into living furniture by Homunculus. They lack the strength and certainty of cold hard steel. They shall be my finest warriors. The 2nd and 11th Primarchs are not women. Where is that written? Malcadus smiled. You brothers, such a nest of rivalries. I warned him to make you sisters, that it would make things more civilized. He thought I was joking. I wasn't. Sources, book scars. When you've been doing well on your diet, but see leftover pumpkin pie. Primary treat spotted. I once saw my father cook a ham with his mind. The Ekelshiaki. Write that down. Write that down. When I grow up, I'm gonna be a dragon. You can't be a dragon. Games Workshop. 40 years later. Games Workshop. Chaos Marines. Imperial Guard Regiment number 2,460,129. Astrabiliterum. Imperial Guardsman on Cadia notices that the Bulkstone Fortress seems much larger than it did earlier. Sweet Emperor. Pooh. That's not honey. You're eating the word of Lorga. All I ever wanted was the truth. Games Workshop. The Tyrannids of High Fleet Brumageddon discover the joys of drinking biomass. You can't just buy Warhammer 40,000 and gift them to yourself. It clearly says, from Santa. You fight like a girl. Girls fighting. Everyone. I just got $600. Games Workshop. No, I just got $600. Thinking about playing your turn. Actually playing your turn. What I thought engineering would be like versus how it actually is. Oh boy, I sure do love being on the brink of ultimate victory over the Imperium with my father defeated. I sure hope no totally average humans dares to fight me against all odds and make the ultimate sacrifice showing my father the monster I have become and buying just enough time to defeat me. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Me thinking about characters in the lore getting shot, blown up, stabbed and killed. Me thinking about any of my minis getting damaged. If you want to cry, I'll give you something to cry about. Fall of Cadia. Standard 40,000 weapons. Imperial Guard. Orcs. Games Workshop. So cute. Loft project. Gaming table. Nerd. My failed charge. 20 fire warriors in rapid fire range. Me and the boys meditating after an intense session of danging your mom. Where you're in the midst of battle and the blood angel you're serving with starts calling you Horus. Look at me, I'm the fire dragon now. Cadia stands. What? 120,000 berserker cannibals that recruited from elite troll mutants. Sanguineous. I can make this work. What is the cure for such disorders? Arcoflagellation. When you're new to 40k and decide to watch a lore video, I like your funny words, magic man. New password. Flesh. Weak. New password. Machine. Strong. Space Wolf player says anything. The entire 40k community. Silence. Furry. Girlfriend. Soft and fleshy to the touch. Bests. People might think you're cool. Requires emotional support. Can break your heart. Probably doesn't do now. Will leave you for another man. Cries if you forget her birthday. God Emperor of Man. Need not even touch him to bask in his warmth and love. Mastercrafted armor and perfect hair. People will see you as a beacon of faith and fury made manifest. The planet will break before your heart will. Doesn't even need to do now. His glorious power satisfies all no matter what. Will never abandon you, even in your darkest hour. Weeps only for the valiant fallen who die in his name against the enemies of the Imperium.